Morning and welcome to Adwa Morning News. My name is Priscilla Aholu. Now, the top stories making headlines. Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment has launched the Ghana Decent Work Program. Also coming up in sports, Ghana Must Stay 2026 travel initiative launched in Accra. Detail is in the story. This and more coming your way. Remember, we are streaming live on Facebook. We take a quick turn. Come back now, the news in detail. Ministry of Labor, Job and Employment has launched the Ghana Decent Work Program. The initiative aims to boost the economy, create and sustain jobs, and also to establish clear measures for evaluating progress.
International Labour Organization is privileged and honored to be part of the launch of the Ghana Decent Work Country Program for 2026-2030. This is an important document for Ghana as it outlines and articulates the priorities of the Ghana government under the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment, as well as our social partners represented by GEA, Ghana TUC, and the GFL. The country program articulates priorities around creating jobs and maintaining sustainable enterprises in Ghana, promoting social protection, as well as the fundamental principles and rights at work. It is an opportunity to work together with the social partners in Ghana to create an environment where decent jobs are created as well as sustained. It is an important intervention, and as we saw this morning with the presentation of what we are trying to achieve, working together with the constituent partners in Ghana will begin to see us moving and making a contribution as well as towards achieving the country's national development priorities. Continued collaboration and, as we said, as well as continued dialogue, because at the core of the mandate of the ILO is tripartism, is social dialogue. Therefore, being able to sit on the table and engage and discuss and implement this program is going to be very meaningful for us to realize many of its objectives. A country program exists with a monitoring framework, monitoring framework that allow us to identify key indicators under each priority, and that will become our monitoring mechanism to make sure that we have very clear targets.
From that, Ghana Must Stay 2026 travel initiative launched in Accra for World Cup love fans. The CEO wants fans to work on their own visa and not overstay. The packages cover travel and stay and visa with installment.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup in North America drawing closer, Nancy Ye on 16th April 2026 unveiled the Ghana Must Stay 2026 initiative at a stakeholder briefing in Kanda, Accra. The structured program offers Ghanaian fans bundled accommodation, transportation, and visa guidance for the tournament. Supporters, media, sports ministry officials, and members of the Ghana Supporters Union attended the launch. Chief Executive Officer of Nanti, Irene L. Kofi Mulin, told the gathering that quality and safety are non-negotiable.
We're quick enough to secure a lot of places, apartment-style housing, and also first-class buses all the way from Toronto all the way down to Philadelphia. We chose Philadelphia as our hub, so the travelers would be going from Toronto down to Philadelphia, and then Philadelphia to Boston, and then back to Philadelphia for the last game, because everything is happening in Philadelphia. You don't want to just be sitting somewhere all week waiting for the next game with nothing to do. And FIFA is actually having its fan hub in Philadelphia. From the first day of the World Cup to the very last day, it's Fun Central over there. So we talked to some universities, and we have apartment-style housing, and we also have a large allocation of buses. So what we're doing now is offering the allocations to whoever needs them. Hey, I need 25 rooms or 25 bed spaces. We can take care of that. We can negotiate. We're starting at low prices already at $75 a night, when hotels are going for $300-400 a night. I'm sure you know. So we're able to secure a lot of these things early. So now we have the inventory, and we're ready to offer what we have to those who need it. So we have over 35 buses scheduled from all the way from Canada all the way down to the end of at least the first round.
She also cautioned that overstaying abroad affects not only the traveler, but also agencies and other parties involved in the process. The intention must be to travel, support football, and return home, she emphasized.
You don't want to stay in Trump's America, okay? Come back, make sure that your visa, your passport is stamped. Once it's stamped once, you can come and go as many times as you want. And unfortunately, these days, if you stay, they will find you. They will find you. I've lived there for over 40 years, so I know what I'm talking about. They will find you. So just comply, do whatever you're supposed to do. Go enjoy the football, have fun, come back. If you want to go back again, they stamp, you're done, because they see that you have a track record of coming and going. So the value in this is the stamp, okay? So just comply, do what you're supposed to do, and then come back. Right now, it's not easy over there. I can tell you that for nothing.
Travel advisor and coach Portia outlined payment flexibility, explaining that once participant numbers are confirmed, supporters can pay a percentage of the total package in installments to ease financial strain.
Just in case you are interested in our packages but do not have all the money to pay right now, you just have to let us know the number of rooms you want to book or the number of people you want to go with the transportation for. We put it in the system and tell you how much you pay for a deposit and give you a period of time to pay for the rest of them. So you don't have to use all the money right now to come and book. No, just let us know that, okay, right now I have 30 people going to the World Cup and I want 30 accommodation, I want 30 transportation. Then we just work that for you, tell you how much little money you have to put as a deposit. Then you pay the rest from now up until the time. I think it's at the end of May, yeah. Then the rest we go to the World Cup in June. We have to know the number of people that you are going with. Like right now, you see our accommodation packages are starting from $75. So depending on the number of people you are going with, if you want a single room, if you want private room, you want a shared room. So it depends on what you actually want. That's how we can't say right now that it's going to be $80 or something, but our prices are from $70 up, $75 upwards. As part of the World Cup plan, you have to get a World Cup ticket. Nancy also helps you to get a World Cup ticket. But usually after people have gotten the visas, then they buy the tickets. We can also help you to get the tickets before you go for your visa. So it depends on you. You can't go to a match without a ticket. So that comes after. You can buy the World Cup tickets after getting your visas.
Ghana Must Stay 2026 packages range from standard to premium and cover accommodation, airport transfers, intercity transportation, and structure.
Let's move to our last story. 15th Arm Wrestling Championship President support Ghana's Golden Arms. Accra is set to host the 15th African Arm Wrestling Championship on 1st May and 2nd, 2026 at the Boteman Sports Complex. In a show of support, Ghana Olympic Committee President Mr. Richard Akpokavi presented donation of beverages to the Ghana Golden Arms.
In Ghana, and also encourage you to put out your best in tomorrow's championship. We have Nana Edu Mankata, the only Nana Edu Mankata the second, the only gazetted chief in Ghana sports. And then He's in charge of operations at the GOC. So, Anna, welcome. And this is Team Ghana. We have here the captain of the team, Edward Asamoah. So, I want to hear your slogan once again. Are you ready? I'm going again. Okay, I'm going. I know any medal to leave. No. And you are not leaving any medal to leave the shores of Ghana, is that right? Yes. No. By this confidence, I retreat it back to the African Games. In fact, you did the biggest of the wonders that Ghana has never achieved before. Your haul of medals excited the whole country. And I can tell you that because of that, on behalf of the Ghana Olympic Committee, I will say the ministry is putting their bigger weight behind you at all times because you have proved Ghana very, very, very right. The president of the GOC, Mr. Richard Apokali, says that because you have proved beyond reasonable doubt for everything that you are doing, be at the camp for so many days and then comport yourself with discipline. He has his own widow's might is to present these items to you. So that anytime you drink these things, then you know you are there for what? Medals. Is that right? Yes. So the president and I'll reiterate it back to him that you have promised. Is it not a promise that you have done? Yes. Okay, so let's see. I see so many medalists here. So many of them. One is directly in front of me. And the blues too is at the back there. I see them. So let's go once again with your slogan. I really love it.
That's it for Morning News Live on Adwa Television. My name is Priscilla Aholo. Many thanks for watching. Up next is an interview with Kiki. Please don't go away.
At Medifem, there is a lot that we do that will make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance, when you enter here, there's not alone that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There's a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifem, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical-centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwood TV every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petu-Styles take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious doctrines on the hot seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
Your future calling. Are you ready to build it with confidence? Welcome to the Data Link Institute of Business and Technology, Tema's premier university, your launchpad for excellence since 2006. Do you see yourself leading in the boardroom, innovating in tech, or shaping the future of business? At Data Link, we don't just offer degrees, we craft futures. Choose your path and dive deep with our School of Computer Science in Computer Science and ICT, School of Business Administration in Accounting, Marketing and Human Resources, or elevate your expertise with our School of Graduate Studies. From bachelor's to master's, from professional diplomas in logistics with UK recognition to sharp short courses, we have your blueprint. Gain global exposure through our international certification programs in partnership with City Institute of Higher Learning, a leading Canadian university. Stand out with qualifications recognized around the world. Accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Institution Commission and affiliated to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, we blend theory with real-world practice, develop skills that employers seek, and we believe talent deserves a chance. That's why we support brilliant minds with scholarships. Did you struggle with your SHS result? We've got you covered. Data Link provides special bridging and support programs to help you better your grades and confidently pursue your dream career. Join our specialized security services packages, offering certificates, diplomas, and degree programs tailored for various capacity building in shaping professional acumen. We are more than a campus. We are a community. Join us and learn with us on campus in Tema, off campus, or online. Choose sessions that fit your schedule, day, evening, or weekend. Your journey to impact starts here. Visit our campuses on Community 10, 5th Avenue, or Community 6, Tema. Enroll today. Data Link Institute of Business and Technology. Building careers, transforming futures. The future is bright. The future is Data Link.
When the time has come to make that choice, PPAG will be PPAG.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some, they are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 20 20 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like DOVSU. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa, help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me.
Attention Ghana, attention Black Stars. The world is calling and history is about to be made. 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across Canada, Mexico, and the USA. The biggest celebration of football ever. This is your chance.
Lovely morning to all our cherished viewers. You're welcome to the special May Day edition of the AM Ghana show. I am Kiki, and with me in the studio is my colleague Emmanuel Ni Amu Abudai. Ni, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm great. How is it going?
Well, it's a nice morning. An opportunity has been given, so we just want to utilize it.
I see. But it's supposed to be a holiday. That's what we see.
Yeah.
Well, today we are celebrating the International Labour Day, and we want to unpack and unwrap what the May Day celebrations have been over the period and what conversations we're having concerning the May Day today in 2026. And so, Emmanuel, let's start unpacking from the top, from what history has been. We want to start in Ghana. We want to start from the overall umbrella.
I mean, anywhere is fine, so far as we are talking about workers and we are appreciating them. I think it's a good thing. So we can start from everywhere, anywhere.
Sure. Well, then let's unpack from May 1886, where the Haymarket affair happened. We want to recount for our cherished viewers what led to the push for.
Well, so workers at the time felt they were not being treated well, or they were not given the best that they should get. So on 4th May 1886, actually, in Chicago, they had what they call the Haymarket Affair, where they protested, they pushed for that, for an 8-hour-a-day service, right? Where they'll be allowed to work for 8 hours a day. And that was something that went well for them. And today we are celebrating that. So the celebration, though it happened on the 4th of May, it was moved to 1st May. And that is what it has been from then till now, Yes, so every 1st May we celebrate workers internationally. Yeah, and then gradually it trickled down to
and even
other
while
countries.
we are celebrating workers, I think it's important for us to add that it took some lives.
Yeah.
Because on that day of the protest, some people died, some people lost their lives, some were injured. And all this for us to be able to have now in our time, be able to ask for an integration of life and labor. Because mind you, the 8-hour work day was so that they could include life amongst other things, life and rest. You know? So they had 8-hour work for work, 8 hours for rest, and then 8 hours for life engagements. So
before you are able to achieve anything,
Yeah.
there are sacrifices that needs to be made.
Yes.
Yeah. And so as we celebrate, these are the lives that we appreciate. They fought for what we have today. Yeah. So I think it's worthy of celebration.
When you say what we have today, what do we have today?
A day for us to celebrate our workers, not just those in the formal sector, those in the informal sector, the domestic workers, and even those that are thriving on their own, trying to make ends meet. We are celebrating everybody, and we are appreciating everybody because they are the driving force of the country.
Super, the driving force of the country. Today, some people are arrested, some are about their duties that, ordinarily work would not have permitted them to do. But today will be Labor Day, and everybody's about their business. But honestly, I'm hungry. From here, what are we eating? Anyway, would ask our lovely viewers to hang in. Let's take a quick turn. When we come back, we'll run into the other segments that we have for you today.
At Medifend, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance when you enter here, there's not alone that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There's a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifend, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwa TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petrus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwa TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petrus take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
Your future calling. Are you ready to build it with confidence? Welcome to the Data Link Institute of Business and Technology, Temis Premier University, your launchpad for excellence since 2006. Do you see yourself leading in the boardroom, innovating in tech, or shaping the future of business? At Data Link, we don't just offer degrees, we craft futures. Choose your path and dive deep with our School of Computer Science in Computer Science and ICT, School of Business Administration in Accounting, Marketing and Human Resources, or elevate your expertise with our School of Graduate Studies. From bachelor's to master's, from professional diplomas in logistics with UK recognition to sharp short courses, we have your blueprint. Gain global exposure through our international certification programs in partnership with City Institute of Higher Learning, a leading Canadian university. Stand out with qualifications recognized around the world. Accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Institution Commission and affiliated to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, we blend theory with real-world practice, develop skills that employers seek, and we believe talent deserves a chance. That's why we support brilliant minds with scholarships. Did you struggle with your SHS result? We've got you covered. Data Link provides special bridging and support programs to help you better your grades and confidently pursue your dream career. Join our specialized security services packages, offering certificates, diplomas and degree programs tailored for various capacity building in shaping professional acumen. We are more than a campus. We are a community. Join us and learn with us on campus in Tema, off campus or online. Choose sessions that fit your schedule, day, evening or weekend. Your journey to impact starts here. Visit our campuses on Community 10, 5th Avenue or Community 6, Tema. Enroll today. Data Link Institute of Business and Technology. Building careers, transforming futures. The future is bright. The future is Data Link.
When the time has come to make that choice, PPAG will be.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some. They are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 2020 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like those two. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa, help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me.
Attention Ghana, attention Black Stars. The world is calling and history is about to be made. The 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across Canada, Mexico, and the USA. The biggest celebration of football ever. This is your chance to be there live. Feel the roar of the crowd. Witness epic moments, goals, and cheers as a proud Ghanaian on the global stage.
Now that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Gian. He's 1-on-2. It is Gian. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front.
Ashton Travels and Tours, under the leadership of Honorable Alfred Okovandaboy, MP for Ablikuma South and Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, brings you the ultimate 2026 World Cup experience. Your journey includes full visa facilitation, travel insurance, match day tickets, match transport to and from the stadium, guided city tours on non-match days, travel with the best. We don't just book trips, let's craft your World Cup story. Don't just watch from home, be part of the action. Book now, limited spots available. Call 0256 060 997 or 0256 060 998. You can also email us at astonwc26@gmail.com. Locate us at G104 Local Road, Osu. Ashton Travels and Tours, your passport to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Get ready, the trophy awaits. Wanya Yenko. This is accredited by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
At Medifend, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance when you enter here, there's not alone that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There's a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifend, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical-centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwood TV, every Sunday from 6:30.
Morning, we appreciate you for staying with us. That was Miss Priscilla with the news, and then myself and Kiki giving you a bite on May Day. Today we are celebrating all our workers. We are appreciating the good works that they do to ensure that our country keeps progressing. Today I'm joined in studios by a very fine gentleman, and he happens to be the Industrial Relations Officer for the Construction and Building Materials Workers Union of the GTUC. He's going to take us on a conversation where we look at how we modernize organization in today's world, even as technology keeps progressing and advancing. I'm joined in studios by Mr. Joseph Kati. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent.
I like your shoes. They are very nice.
I also like your outfits.
Oh, thank you very much. You're the first person complimenting my outfit for today.
Really?
Yes.
I highly doubt it, but that's right.
How's your morning going?
It's going pretty well. Since today is the May Day, Workers' Day, we're all excited to celebrate this big day as it symbolizes the importance of workers.
All right. Okay, so today is May Day. We are celebrating all workers. What is the reaction? Like, how is the feeling like?
Okay, so we are all excited. Workers play a key role when it comes to economy and also ensuring that
Right.
there's a lot of development in the country. So we are excited and we've made preparations towards this day. We are hoping to see the best.
We are hoping to see the best. The celebration is happening in Koforidua this year.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will kickstart very soon. The theme for this year, can you briefly tell us something about it?
So the theme has got to do with pivoting to growth, jobs and sustainable livelihoods, and also beyond microeconomic stability.
Right.
So we are hoping by the end of this year, to the following year, we'll see some form of improvement when it comes to job creation and also the livelihoods of the employees would become better. So we have had several communications with respect to we've had several engagements.
Right. So today we are looking at having sustainable jobs in the years to come. That is a very bold move for workers in Ghana, right? And we really appreciate that. We are hoping that by the end of the celebration, measures will be put in place for us to achieve that as well. But my first question is that when we look at history, when we look back at history, the history of May Day, how do you think the spirit of workers has evolved over time?
Oh, okay. So unionism has changed. Not, I wouldn't say it has improved. Gone are the days whereby it's all about.
Hello, please, I don't mean to cut you, but we have the PR, Head of Public Relations for the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment on the line. Would want to engage him very briefly, and then we'll continue with our conversations. Thank you very much. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello. We have Mr. Abraham D.K. Totime Jr., who happens to be the Head of Public Affairs at the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment on the line. Hello, sir. Good morning. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning. Okay. I think the line dropped. That was very unfortunate. Right. So you were saying?
Okay. So as I was saying, one of the days whereby it's all about this vandalism, protesting.
Yeah.
When employers hear that the union is coming in, there is this.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning.
How are you?
Please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy International Workers' Day.
Thank you so much, and happy May Day to you and the workers of Adwa TV. And by extension, I want to, on behalf of the Honorable Minister for Labor, Jobs and Employment, Honorable Dr. Abdul Rashid Hassan Pelpo, also wish all Ghanaians a happy Workers' Day today.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for joining the line to have this conversation with us. We appreciate you. We know that you are very busy this morning, but you made time for us. We really appreciate that, sir.
Can you please speak up?
Okay. So I was appreciating you for making time for us this morning. Hello, please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, please, today we are celebrating May Day. Can you kindly give us your initial reactions for May Day today?
Okay, thank you so much. May Day, as we all know, is a special day which is set aside to commemorate the efforts and good work of all workers across the world. And it is in line with this that our country, which is also a member of the ILO, also celebrates this day to express joy and happiness about the efforts that workers also put in to ensure that our economy gets developed. You know, there is no economy that has developed in any part of the world, even not at this time that we have the AI, artificial intelligence system in place that is working without human beings.
Right.
And so we want to celebrate workers this day. And so as a country, our May Day celebration is themed on pivoting to growth, jobs, and sustainable livelihood beyond macroeconomic stability. That is actually the theme for this year's celebration. And we are proud to be receiving His Excellency the President of the Republic, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, and members of government all here in Koforidua this morning. In fact, since yesterday, my sector minister, Dr. Pelpo, has been on the ground, moving from one place to the other to ensure that all things are in shape. We have leadership of the Trade Union Congress, Organized Labor, Employers Association, and then the government, which constitute the tripartite on issues of labor, or who are the social partners on issues of labor, all here present in Koforidua, the capital city of the Eastern region.
Right.
And so we are looking at a very great and mammoth May Day celebration this morning at the Jackson Park.
AI, I want to ask, how has your personal definition of meaningful work changed over the years, even with the advancement of technology globally?
Thank you so much. Well, when you ask on the issue of meaningful work, I would want to tie it with decent work.
Right.
And I'm pleased to inform you that just last week, Thursday, the Honorable Minister for Labor launched the 4-year decent work program, country program. And it is spanning from this 2026 to 2030. And this was done with the help of the International Labour Organization, the ILO.
Right.
And so basically, when we talk of meaningful work or decent work, we are referring to any work that is of quality and it brings dignity to people who are into it. And so as the years have transpired, there has been a number of conventions that have come and ratifications through the ILO. And all these are meant to ensure that workers have a decent work and environment which is enabling, so they can perform their duties without many difficulties. Gracefully, as the years have gone by, there has been a number of transformations from a lot of things that have been done in area of work. Now technology have advanced. And so when we come to the field of work, workers are able to have good and useful technological equipment through the use of computers, the internet, and the most recent of it, the AI, to do a whole lot of work. And unlike previously that workers needed to only sit in their four-wall offices to work, now it has become so easy that workers are able to work anywhere that they are and at any time. You don't need to specifically be behind your desk before you can work. But by the help of technology, work has become very easy to be done at any point in time. And so that is where the world is currently going. And Ghana and everyone is also proud to be a part of this community that is ensuring that there is growth and dignity in the work of labor.
Right. So, sir, speaking of that, what do you see as the most significant tension between historical labor rights and the modern demand for extreme flexibility, considering now that there is technology advancement and all that?
Can I hear you well?
Hello, sir, please, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm asking that what do you see as the most significant tension between historical labor rights and the modern demand for extreme flexibility?
Okay, thank you. I think so. That is what I've just been talking about. You see, those days it was quite difficult to even work and operate. Gone were the days that we use this typewriter machine and you have to be using it and the difficulties that it came with. Now, at the click of the button, you can work and you can exchange files in offices. There is interoperability where you can easily do financial transactions and so on and so forth to pay for work and services that has been done. Right. And so all these have come to augment the input of the ordinary labor, if I should put it. So it makes work much more easier and flexible. Like I mentioned earlier, whilst I'm in Koforidua this morning, I woke up around 5 a.m. And I have been able to put together a few reports. And these are all by the help of technology. I need not come back to the office in Accra, sit behind my desk before I'm able to work. At any point, I am able to do something, you see. And we have even gotten to a point that work has become so flexible that you can use artificial intelligence to also be of help, to assist in doing a whole lot of things. And so if I have an activity to perform or something that I need to put up quickly, I can deploy that tool and it also helps, even though it also has its own ramifications. But many a times, by the use of this, it helps to make work done very much more easier and flexible. And this, I will say, human beings are still needed, even though we have all this technology and all these new setups coming in. Right. The role of human beings cannot be underestimated. Exactly. Because it is what you put in that gives you the result that you look out for. Yeah. And so we all need to embrace the systems that are there and get it to work much more effectively for all of us.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Now let's look at the dignity of individual workers. Do you think that our current economy, is succeeding or is failing to protect the dignity of individual workers?
Well, except for a few infractions that keep coming day in and out, and some of these things, because we belong to a human institutions, it's likely it will happen. It cannot be totally eradicated. So if you have watched the Honorable Minister of Labor, for instance, in the course of the year, he has done quite a number of visitations to industries and companies in Ghana, especially in the Tema Industrial Enclave. He has visited the Nestle Ghana, the Olam Company, Wema, and a couple of them also at the North Industrial Area. This is not ending there. We intend to even roll these visitations to the mines and other places across the country. You see, all these are meant to re-echo the our participation and our being member of the International Labour Organization and the conventions that govern the field of work. And as the ministry is there to also champion decent work, every worker must be acknowledged and given the needed resources and support to work. That makes everyone to be able to perform his duties and functions well. And one thing that the sector ministry has been championing is also to ensure that there is equity and fairness in the system.
Okay.
Such that if I am working, I know that this work that I do as our Labour Act 65 Act, Labour Act of 2003, the Act 651, rightly spells out the duties and rights of the worker, the duties and rights of the employer. If I am working for you, I am recognized as somebody who is keeping the organization moving. So that if there is that kind of understanding and cooperation between the two,
right,
that previous time, yes, a master kind of work becomes what he can offer to give him. That should not be the case in this present day and time. If you need my service, engage me, let us sit down, go on negotiations, and determine even wages that I am supposed to get at the end of the day, so that I can also give up my best on the field of work. That is all what a working relationship stands to achieve.
All right, thank you very much. So now today we are celebrating May Day, and I know that as part of the activities or things that are done on this day is that you honor and celebrate members or workers that have done their due diligence. Want to find out from you, looking at the global workforce, what are some invisible contributions from some workers that you think are long overdue for recognition and support in this day?
You're asking of what kind of support workers need. Oh, I didn't get that last bit.
I'm asking that, as I know that as part of the activities for celebrating May Day is that you award your workers and some members who have done due diligence in the field of work. So I
absolutely.
So I want to find out from you that when you look at the global space, what are some invisible contributions that you think are long overdue for recognition and support?
Well, I still struggle to get you very well, but then if it's anything, see, this is a special day that the role of workers is being acknowledged globally, every part of the world. Today is our day. We are celebrating and marking the effort of workers. And workers need to be given their due. I've already talked about equal pay for equal work.
Yeah.
This is the day that we take to celebrate the input of workers to get the globe to move or the world to move, which Ghana is no exception.
Right.
You go to a remotest area in the country and you will see people busily working. Even in the remotest part, somebody will say, is there any jobs? There are. You can get to a place, there is a fufu pounder and there is one who is driving the fufu. All these are acknowledged as work. So long as somebody is putting in an effort to get reward, which is in the form of compensation, it clearly defines work. Right. And so everybody who is doing his part anywhere needs to be acknowledged. And so this day, in Koforidua, we are going to see His Excellency the President of the Republic giving awards to hard-working workers. So he is the senior most or the chief civil servant of the land. The President is the chief civil servant of the land.
Right.
And he is going to be doing his part by giving what is due to workers to them, all in recognition of what Ghanaian workers have been able to achieve so far.
Okay.
And we don't do this for only the public sector, but even those who are also in the private sector, who have excelled in their various roles at their workplace. All these individuals are being recognized for their efforts. Certain times we gloss over people who are in the bottom line of employment. I'm referring to people who do the menial or the labor work, the ordinary laborer.
Yeah.
We mainly at times forget of these people, but they are very precious individuals who are moving the system. Without them, there is no work.
Exactly.
If I come to work in the morning and my desk is not clean, how can I sit to perform my duties?
You can't.
So all these people have played their role, they have done their part, and we need to acknowledge their efforts. And that is what the day stands to do.
All right, sir. Now, sir, my final question, I would want to find out from you. What do you think is the most important conversation about labor? Hello, sir, please can you hear me?
Yes.
So I want to find out from you that what do you think is the most important conversation about labor that we are currently not having now, but we should?
Sir, can you speak up well? I find it a bit difficult to hear.
Okay, I'm asking that what do you think is the most important conversation about labor that we are currently not having, but we should have?
I have still been struggling to hear.
Sir, please can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm asking that what do you think is the most important conversation about labor that we are not having, but we should have?
Oh, in fact, unless anything new pops up. But I think that a lot of things is being done. A lot of things is being done. And currently, let me share this. In Ghana, our Labour Act is undergoing a review.
Right.
In fact, while governments have come and gone, we have realized that the Labour Act, which is supposed to regulate the work, which is able to regulate workers, has some few areas that need to be changed and to be tightened. So you see, every law is sacrosanct.
Right.
With time and with practice, it gets to points that we realize that there are certain areas that we will have to tweak to suit growing times and needs. For instance, in 2019, that unfortunately we had COVID hitting the whole world.
Right.
This had never been thought of whilst we were drawing the Labour Act in the year 2003, that there could be a time that work was going to be shut off and people had to sit in their houses and work from home. And so there are no any regulations in the Labour Act that tells us that when we get to that point, this and that is what we should do to ensure that work moves on. And so all these areas are things that we are trying to bring in new into the Labour Act, which is currently being reviewed. Now we are in the gig economy. We are also in a green economy.
Right.
People can sit anywhere and work. People are working remotely. All these things, we don't have their inputs match in the Labour Act. These are new others, things that have come even after the COVID 2019. And so all these things are being looked into as we are reviewing our Labour Act. And I can tell you that the ministry with its social partners, that is the tripartite, have gone very far.
Wow, okay.
All these inputs have been done. The draft is ready. My honorable minister, through his effort, has forwarded the document to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice for him to also look at the legal gymnastics around the whole thing so that it can be tweaked so well before it goes to cabinet. You see. So there are a lot of things that are being done and it is quite helpful.
Okay.
Now, as I speak with you, if there are any problems with somebody who is working remotely, because the remote workers, we don't even see them. they work in their rooms at the comfort of their places that they can find to work. What are the steps that have been put in place to also protect them? Even especially as many a times they do not even see their employers directly, but are engaging them through the use of internet. What are the laws that are there that are supposed to protect these young men and women who are working remotely and so on and so forth? And so all these things are being put in place now through the review of the Labor Act that is being done. And so there are a lot of measures that are being put out there by the help of the sector ministry, that is the Labor Ministry.
All right, thank you very much, sir. In about 20 seconds, I'd like to have your final words, and then we'll have you go and attend to other things at the parade grounds.
Thank you so much. And once again, we want to say Ayiko to all well-meaning Ghanaians.
All right, thank you very much. That was Mr. Aram Chotime.
Hello?
All right, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your day. All right, so that was Mr. Aram Chotime, the head of public relations at the Ministry of Labor, Jobs and Employment. Hello, sir. So sorry for keeping you. Yeah, we had to take that call. It was very, very important that we have that conversation. Thank you so much. Before we spoke to Mr. Aram, I was just trying to find out from you your initial reactions, which you gave me. So I'd want us to look to get deeper into the conversation. Yeah, now we are looking at technology advancing into the field of work, where people are even working remotely from their homes, just like the Mr. Aram mentioned earlier. In what ways is technology shifting, right, the balance of power between those who work and those who manage?
So, just as senior professor, technology has come to stay.
Right.
It's something that we cannot do away with. I'll try to explain technology briefly.
Right.
It simply means there are inventions that make us work easier. However, they can be used for both good and bad
things. Right.
So the issue is we are in a world whereby we are moving towards the technology it has come to stay in the sense that it makes work easier, but then also it has to be done in such a way that we can work. For instance, in my opinion, there are three organized construction workers.
Oh, okay.
So I realize it's going to be this way by let's say we are putting up a 15-story building, we'll have workers manually carrying concrete up to the 15th floor.
Yeah.
Today they are shooters that can equally raise their arm and shoot the concrete. We have caterpillars, we have lifts that actually carry heavy loads, which are about 80 kilograms.
There's one that they use for making blocks.
Yes.
So they call it bind system. When the thing does bind, so then you get about 16 of the bricks or the blocks.
The bricks or blocks. Yes. So you realize that previously, way back, you have to have workers manually having to either slam using their physical strength, and then also in respect to those who are in the formal sector, we have these. You can have meetings now virtual. You're not necessarily having to show up. For instance, if there's an issue whereby you need to call for a meeting, you don't have to rush or move all the way from your various regions. You can have a virtual meetings. So that's one aspect of technology or the advancement in AI as well. But then it can be manipulated in the sense that, let's say, for instance, I would just like to cite an example. You have, okay, let me use what you said. That now you have machines that cut blocks. So let's say this machine can do the workload of, let's say, about 10 people. Now, let's say two people is assigned to that particular cutting machine. Now you realize that, even though two people can operate it, if I'm to assign one person, the person can handle it. However, the person might be exhausted or the person will be what? Burned out.
Yeah.
Right. So as a result of having to use that machine, let's say within a long period of time. So you realize that it would be best if 2 people operate that machine. But since you want to minimize cost,
you would want to go for one.
Go for one person, so that you can save cost. Instead of you having to spend much on 2 people, you prefer going for that one person. And in the long run, it will have an effect on the employee. Even though the machines are being implemented or are being executed, one way or the other, it's affecting the employee. So we also have, if you look at the factory industries, whereby manufacturing is ongoing, you realize that there are enclosed areas whereby there's no proper ventilation.
True.
Fumes from the machines are circulating inside the rooms. So are the machines helping? Yes, of course they are.
Are the health concerns?
Any impact or consequences on the employee? Yes. So in quest of having to move to that direction, you need to ensure that it doesn't also physically harm the worker or the employee in the other way. So yes, it has come to stay. It's our duty to ensure that it doesn't harm the worker or the employee.
Right. So even though the technology is good, we need to also look at the health aspect of it for our employees. Now, somebody would ask, before the invention of technology or before the advancement of technology, when people want to protest, when people want to push for an agenda, there's so much solidarity. One person just shouts, "Show boy!" Everybody is there to champion the cause. But you mentioned earlier, now there's technology. You can call for a meeting, and I'll join the meeting, mute myself, and might probably be sleeping. I'll not be interested in what is happening, but I just join online. Do you think that we still have that solidarity?
Yes, of course, but not necessarily it having to be physical. For instance, I'm an industrial relations officer, and let's say there's an emergency issue, an urgent issue at, let's say, Koforidua or Takrady or North.
Yeah.
And my presence or my voice is needed at that particular point in time. Maybe there's some form of lockout or strike ongoing, there's some form of vandalism where employees are agitated and are destroying company properties. So therefore, my presence is needed to ensure that the situation is calm so that we can fix a definite or proper time for us to discuss whatever situation is on the ground. So we realize that by the time I'll move from here, where I'm seated, to
wherever it is happening,
it says the chaos is ongoing, but then the damage will have already been done. However, if I want to pick up the phone or organize, let's say, create a link whereby there's a form of a Zoom meeting, or even if it's a WhatsApp call, right? Okay, can we have the executives on board? Can the executives prompt the workers to hold on so we can have, let's say, more or less an informal discussion before we proceed to management? So we can equally advise them through the use of these social media. So if you have to say the commander, oh, hold on, we'll try and engage management on the issues you are facing. It can be, let's say, overtime, it can be health and safety, it can be salary increments. And workers, once things doesn't go in their favor, they begin to agitate,
especially with our money.
When it has got to do with monetary issues and all that. Yeah. So yes, so the solidarity is still there. We can still communicate. We can still send our voice, via the use of digital tools, right? However, it's not always the case that we'll have to be, there physically to support them. So solidarity still exists, even both physical and the use of digital. Comes to the use of digital tools. Yeah.
Right. So we have Mr. Joseph Kate in studios, and we've been looking at modernizing the mandate. We also had Mr. Aram Totime from the Ministry of Labour, Jobs and Employment joining us via a phone call. We'll go on a quick turn. When we come back, we'll get into the conversations much deeper. Please stay with us.
Your future calling. Are you ready to build it with confidence? Welcome to the Data Link Institute of Business and Technology, Temis Premier University, your launchpad for excellence since 2006. Do you see yourself leading in the boardroom, innovating in tech, or shaping the future of business? At DataLink, we don't just offer degrees, we craft futures. Choose your path and dive deep with our School of Computer Science in Computer Science and ICT, School of Business Administration in Accounting, Marketing and Human Resources, or elevate your expertise with our School of Graduate Studies. From bachelor's to master's, from professional diplomas in logistics with UK recognition to sharp short courses, we have your blueprint. Gain global exposure through our international certification programs in partnership with City Institute of Higher Learning, a leading Canadian university. Stand out with qualifications recognized around the world. Accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Institution Commission and affiliated to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, we blend theory with real-world practice, develop skills that employers seek, and we believe talent deserves a chance. That's why we support brilliant minds with scholarships. Did you struggle with your SHS result? We've got you covered. DataLink provides special bridging and support programs to help you better your grades and confidently pursue your dream career. Join our specialized security services packages, offering certificates, diplomas and degree programs tailored for various capacity building in shaping professional acumen. We are more than a campus. We are a community. Join us and learn with us on campus in Tema, off campus or online. Choose sessions that fit your schedule, day, evening or weekend. Your journey to impact starts here. Visit our campuses on Community 10, 5th Avenue or Community 6, Tema. Enroll today. DataLink Institute of Business and Technology. Building careers, transforming futures. The future is bright. The future is DataLink.
Welcome back. We appreciate you for staying with us. My name is Emmanuel, and today we are speaking with Mr. Joseph Carty. Hi, sir. You are back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, just before we went, you were talking about how technology helps us to respond to issues very swiftly.
Basically, yeah.
Now, I want to find out from you. Now that most of the unions are becoming tech savvy, technology everywhere. How are we making sure that the real needs of the members are not neglected?
Oh, okay. So, in quest of we having to leverage on the use of technology and digital tools, in quest of we having to leverage and then use digital tools and technology, human connection is still needed, in the sense that we need to ensure that in whatever we are doing, right, we use the right channel and method. For instance, I was citing an example that if someone is in a different region and there's an emergency, we can equally leverage on the use of technology. However, there are some cases that you need the presence of the leader or you need the presence of the regional industrial relations officer. For instance, I'm in Greater Accra here and there's an incident or issue just around. I need not to have a Zoom call or a video conference.
You need to be there.
I need to be there, present myself, to actually make sure that whatever contribution I'm making is effective. Right. So yes, that is it.
So now that we've seen that, because of technology, right, there's so much advancement. then we have the right to organize, where you have to call your people to come, you meet and then you plan. What happens to that right, where you have to organize? When our meetings are more of apps, here, Zoom and all that. What happens to that?
So organizing simply means mobilizing people to achieve a common goal.
Right.
When it comes to trading organization or organizing, you'll have to meet workers, speak to them concerning trade unionism and all that, the rights of the employee, the do's and don'ts of the employee or the worker. Now, the use of digital tools or technology has made it more seamless. Earlier on, you have to go to the site one by one or go to the employee and speak to them one by one. And usually there's this fear that once you are an employee and try to join the trade union, management might intend victimize you or terminate you, because when the union comes in one way or the other, it ensures that the employer does the right thing in respect of the labor law. So if you are not paying SNIT, you have to do that. If you are not paying overtime, or if you are not doing things that complies to the health and safety regulations of the labor law, you find yourself wanted. So what we do is that we usually, in areas whereby we cannot go there to meet the workers physically, we create platforms, digital platform. If it's a Zoom meeting, if it's a Google Meet, they join, and then we speak to them virtually. So they can anonymously ask their questions without even anyone having to know, okay, if it's this person, if it's Kojo, it's Ama,
or is this person.
So if there's any hint on site, there are instances whereby you have received complaints from workers that we do not know, but those valuable complaints have actually enabled we, the IROs or we, the unionists, conduct investigations and realize that, okay, this is what is going on. There's some sort of truth in it, and we ensure that it is being resolved. And then also, when it comes to organizing, we need to ensure that there's confidentiality as well. So the space whereby, in as much as you are leveraging on the use of digital tools, we need to ensure confidentiality in the sense that the worker doesn't find him or herself wanting in any other situation.
Okay. You want to add more?
Yeah, I think that's it.
So I would want to find out from you, what is your biggest challenge in a modern union, when you are trying to protect the old-fashioned rights of a new-fashioned workforce? The old-fashioned way, there's some rights that they used to enjoy. Now there's a new-fashioned way, like the Mr. Totime was mentioning earlier. You have people working from their homes and all that. What is your biggest challenge as a modern union?
Oh, okay. So yes, you're right. And just as you rightly said, yes, technology has improved working conditions and the way people work. It has really transformed how people work. And then also, the biggest challenge is that, in as much as we are applying those inventions, it is making the masses redundant, in the sense that, I'll cite an example. If you have work that about 10 people can do, now you have about 2 people doing the same work. So the remaining 8, where are they going to? So which means they are going home and they'll end up being jobless, right? So I think that's the one main challenge we the trade unions are facing. In as much as technology and AI is coming in to help workers, in the long run, it's also rendering some workers with a laying off some number of workers. For instance, I think last 2 years, Amazon laid about 2,000 workers just because of automation. So if you are to have people having to move boxes, Amazon deal with this when it comes to
ordering stuff.
Yes. So buying and selling, they have factories whereby they have devices, and it's an e-market platform. So they have warehouses whereby they store goods, whereby upon request online, they can easily package it and then ship it to you. So they usually have about almost more than 1,000 workers. So if they are to assemble or package products, let's say you have an object here, you want to move from this point to this point. Earlier on, you need a human being to do that. Now they are having robots. So if the robots can actually pick up, those objects and then position them accurately.
Sometimes they're even able to carry more than the normal human being.
If your maximum capacity is about 30 kilograms, they are raising about 50. This is about so double the human capacity. And they're even doing that at a faster rate, right? And they are electronically powered, so which means that
they don't get tired.
They won't be tired. One, they can work tirelessly. The cost for maintenance is lower as compared to you having to pay them hourly. So you realize that all those employees are going home, right? And as they are going home, what are they going to do? Which means that if they are to wait 2-3 months before securing another job, it's also going to affect them because they also have families they need to cater for. Okay. So in as much as we are applying that, we need to ensure that we don't compromise workers' security. And then also, I think according to the World Economic Forum, it is expected that by 2030, the need for human labor will drop by a margin of 30%. So by 2030, the need for human labor will drop by a margin of 30%. And the real question here is, even those who are if there's higher unemployment rate as we speak now. And even those who are in employment are even struggling to secure their jobs. We that we are in employment are trying to secure our jobs. How much more, by 2030, the advancement of technology will reduce by 30. So if you are in employment, which means that there's a caution somewhere that we, the trade unions, have to be looking at, right? So I know this is a very broad issue. So in that case, should we neglect that? Should we leave out the advancement of technology? Should we pause and ensure that workers' jobs are secured? Or we should welcome technology and also, see to the fact that workers, if we can try to secure their jobs, fine. Or we welcome it, and at the end of the day, workers will be laid off or rendered redundant, right? So this is something I think we the youth are trying to look at, in the sense that when we get to that stage, at least there will be some form of solutions that we can use to curb, these issues.
But the question here is, how are we going to be able to even marry the two? That I come to my office and what I do on the regular, now there is a robot doing that, or there is an electronic gadget that can do that. Now, if we have 5 people that are working there, my boss thinks that, okay, now it's just 2 of us, or maybe just 2. The others are not there. Now when you come to work, and now you have to be interacting with a robot, that relationship you would have with your fellow worker is lost. That is one. Now, we are looking at how maybe we can keep the staff that we have and still embrace the technology that is coming up or is coming into the setting. But the issue is, can we actually do that? Can we?
We are yet to. So as I said earlier on, we are yet to come up with solutions to that, because these are new to us, in the sense that 50 years ago, AI was just artificial intelligence and technology was just fiction, right? If you say AI, this our AI Gemini, ChatGPT, and the rest, Claude, weren't existing 50 years ago. So if you had to say it's just some form of fiction, but today they are existing. And we are sure by the end of that 2030, that's the prediction the World Economic Forum gave. We are hoping by that end of the period, we'll have come out with solutions. And I believe that we have people who are working hand in hand to ensure that these things doesn't have an adverse effect on us. But as we speak now, I cannot give any vivid policy or solution to that. But we are hoping, as we move forward, we'll be able to find ways and means to ensure that some of these issues doesn't have any effect on the workers.
So, I know that you have to be part of the parade and other things this morning, but I just want to find out the celebration that is going to happen in Koforidua, Jackson Park today. Are we going to see the same thing happen here in Accra and other places within the country?
Oh, okay. So yes, we are expecting to see something similar to what happened last year. So the president will be around, and this year we decided to add a little bit of touch to it by mobilizing ourselves at Obra Sports at Circle, and then march from there to the Independence Square, where all the affiliate unions will be gathering, including the other unions, the other national unions and workers. So we'll come there and then we'll exhibit our unions, our companies that's respect of the management side, and then I think we'll take it on from there.
Somebody would ask that it has been declared a holiday. More so, the celebration is not happening here in Accra or other places. I mean, the national celebration is happening in Koforidua. Why
But
don't those in
Accra is
Koforidua
not
go
the
there?
only part of Ghana. Ghana is not for Accra.
No, but I'm asking, why don't those in Koforidua go to Jackson Park to go and celebrate? So that those of you in Accra and other parts of Ghana that is not Koforidua, you just stay in your house and rest.
Oh no.
But you would want to go and march and then go and have that exhibition.
Of course. So yes, it's very important because as a worker, you are contributing so much when it comes to sustainability, and then also we are contributing to the economy. So yes, we are all playing a major role, and that cannot be neglected, right? So it's a very key day, which shouldn't be neglected at all. So Workers' Day, and as my senior comrade said, it's being celebrated globally, right? So it's you having to stay at home wouldn't be the best way to celebrate it at all. At least you need to come out and exhibit, be active.
It's actually a way of getting business as well. When
Sure.
you are exhibiting it, people are seeing that this is what you are into.
Sure. So if you're an employer, you still need to celebrate it. You can come out and then show what you do, showcase what you do to the general public and all that.
Right. So you have given us so much information today, so much knowledge, and I really, really appreciate you for coming in. But I would like to take your final words within like a minute or two.
Okay. So my few words is as an employee, if you are a worker, you should always ensure that you join a trade union that is in respect of your line of work. In the Labour Act, Section 10 says that you have the right to join a trade union of your choice. So no one can actually hinder you from actually joining a trade union. So in order to secure your rights and ensure that you are being treated fairly, you should actually ensure that you join a trade union wherever you are, right? Yeah. So that's the little I have to say to the public.
Thank you very much. I know you are done talking. You've given your final words. I'm supposed to actually wrap up the show.
Okay.
But before, let me ask. The trade unions,
Yes.
do they share money together? If they share money, I want to come and join.
You want to come and they don't share.
Or I have to be in your field before I join. They don't share money.
When it comes to money,
I cannot come and join. That was just by the way.
Okay.
This is the holiday edition of AM Ghana. And today we are taking this opportunity to celebrate all workers internationally, especially those in Ghana here. We'll later bring you the feed from Koforidua Jackson Park, where the main or the national celebration is happening. We've been in studios with Mr. Joseph Kate, who is the Industrial Relations Officer for Construction and Building Materials Workers Union. And he has taught us a lot today. We also had Mr. Ariam Totime on the line, speaking to us on some issues concerning labor. We really appreciate you, and we really appreciate Mr. Totime as well. Thank you very much for coming in today to have this conversation with us. Please stay tuned. When we get back, you have Kiki seated with a very beautiful lady to talk about Ganija. You don't want to miss it. My name is Emmanuel Amu. Please stay with us.
When the time must come to make that choice, PPAG will be PPAG.
Do you feel maltreated by an intimate partner or a family relation? Are you experiencing emotional, financial, or any form of abuse at home, in your relationship, or at your workplace? Do you feel like you have reached your limits? No, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. Every woman, every child, Every man has the right to live free from fear, free from violence, free to be human. You have the right to decide on what happens to your body, and that includes the right to choose a family planning method. Sexual and gender-based violence is a violation of human rights, and together we can end it. SGBV include rape, forced marriage, domestic abuse, female genital mutilation, and all forms of sexual exploitation. It is happening in our homes, our schools, our markets, sometimes our workplace, and even in silence. Sexual abuse is not a family issue. It is a crime. Speak up. Human rights are not just for some. They are for everyone, young or old, male or female, rich and poor. You have the right to say no. You have the right to be safe. Do not be afraid to report the perpetrators by stigmatizing the victims. If we stay in silence, the abuse will continue. But if we speak up, we will save lives. Who knows? You may be saving your loved one who would have become the next victim. Boys and men, you have a role. Stand against SGBV. Choose respect. No one deserves shame. If you know someone facing any of SGBV, please call Yenkasa on 0800 20 20 10 or WhatsApp 0245 118 228 for the best support you will need. Remember, the call is absolutely free. Let us help you report it to the appropriate institutions like DOVSU. Together, we can build a world where everyone is free. Free to dream, free from fear. Say no to violence. Say yes to dignity. It is your right. Yenkasa, help you can trust. This message is brought to you by Planned Parenthood Association of Ghana with the support from UNFPA Ghana. Together, we protect sexual and reproductive health rights.
Stand by me.
Attention Ghana, attention Black Stars. The world is calling and history is about to be made. 2026 FIFA World Cup to be hosted across Canada, Mexico, and the USA. The biggest celebration of football ever. This is your chance to be there live. Feel the roar of the crowd. Witness epic moments, goals, and cheers as a proud Ghanaian on the global stage.
Now that's hooked forward. Here's a chase for Gian. He's 1-on-2. It is Gian. He's in the area. He scores! Ghana are back in front.
Ashton Travels and Tours, under the leadership of Honorable Alfred Okovandapoy, MP for Ablikuma South and Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, brings you the ultimate 2026 World Cup experience. Your journey includes full visa facilitation, travel insurance, match day tickets, match transport to and from the stadium, guided city tours on non-match days, travel with the best. We don't just book trips, let's craft your World Cup story. Don't just watch from home, be part of the action. Book now, limited spots available. Call 0256 060 997 or 0256 060 998. You can also email us at astonwc26@gmail.com. Locate us at G104 Local Road, Osu. Ashton Travels and Tours, your passport to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Get ready, the trophy awaits. Wanya Yenko. This is accredited by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation.
At Medifend, there is a lot that we do that we make our patients very, very, very comfortable. Right from the entrance when you enter here, there's not alone that you need. Even if you have your sickness, everything vanishes. I would like to also introduce that we have antenatal class as part of our nursing education. We do about 4 modules. Inside the 4 modules, we have various topics under them. This class also is done every week. There is a link that is shared where we discuss issues about maternal health. We also talk about neonatal jaundice, pregnancy-induced hypertension. It's a whole that we want everyone to come and experience. So kindly make it a point to come and experience Medifend, and you never forget. Remember that once you are not here, we are also not existing.
Faith-based topics and religious doctrines oftentimes brews confusion, debates, defensive postures, and passionate conversations. As a people, our allegiance to a denominational doctrine and canons must not cloud our judgment to miss the real focus of being Christ and biblical centered. Do our doctrines mold and shaping our identity, or they cloud our judgment and enslave our actions? Welcome to Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, exclusively on Adwa TV, every Sunday from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. as our host Reginald Percival Robertson and Reverend Father Ebenezer Petu Styles take you on a captivating journey through religious doctrines. This live show offers compelling analysis, expert insights, and debates on vital faith-based topics. Dive into thought-provoking discussions that challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of religious teachings. Religious Doctrines on the Hot Seat, reforming mentalities, challenging dogmas.
Your future calling. Are you ready to build it with confidence? Welcome to the Data Link Institute of Business and Technology, Temis Premier University, your launchpad for excellence since 2006. Do you see yourself leading in the boardroom, innovating in tech, or shaping the future of business? At Data Link, we don't just offer degrees, we craft futures. Choose your path and dive deep with our School of Computer Science in Computer Science and ICT, School of Business Administration in Accounting, Marketing and Human Resources, or elevate your expertise with our School of Graduate Studies. From bachelor's to master's, from professional diplomas in logistics with UK recognition to sharp short courses, we have your blueprint. Gain global exposure through our international certification programs in partnership with City Institute of Higher Learning, a leading Canadian university. Stand out with qualifications recognized around the world. Accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Institution Commission and affiliated to the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, we blend theory with real-world practice, develop skills that employers seek, and we believe talent deserves a chance. That's why we support brilliant minds with scholarships. Did you struggle with your SHS result? We've got you covered. DataLink provides special bridging and support programs to help you better your grades and confidently pursue your dream career. Join our specialized security service.
For holding the fort for us. This is the May Day holiday edition of the AM Ghana show live on Adwa TV. In my seat today is one that I know her quite well. She's one in Penisem, one Mame Abrewetia. She makes me look for all the tree in my vocabulary bag. Today we have in our seat the Queen of Ghana.
Yes.
You're welcome, my darling.
Thank you.
For the sake of the nature of Ghana, yes. I want us to speak tree. Is that okay? This one that I'm calling for this battle. I hope even I can handle it. Intino Ashafo Samri. Yes, ma'am. Inti Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana, yate Ghana sa den na Ghana.
Okay, say you kase Ghana, dwumadie soronko kese a Adwa television ye de aba. Say beboa entrepreneurs and as a brand for no motimi apagya omunuma mu. Me kase omo apagya omunuma mu na kire say ye beti obon kan wa abonten. Eno mu ne ebo ho daru.
Enti no then poten na ye value a Ghana dwa ewa ye de bema entrepreneurs aside say ye pagya omo injuma no.
Oh, okay. Ghana dwumadie so ye wo no ma pi a ye de ma ebi te say ya ba ne abɛbɔ onyuma ho dawuro ne yɛmmɔ ne keke o yɛhwɛ ne ɛbɛboa wɔ adwuma no ne yɛne wadi ho nkɔmmɔ ne yɛahyehyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ pa yɛnim sɛ ɛbɛboa ama amansan ɛdɛn ate wo nka because Ghana ha sɛ yɛnim sɛ nnwuma bebree wɔ ha sɛ a ɔmo bɔ ɔmo ho mmɔden yie paa nanso ɔmo ne nduru akyiri anaasɛ yɛnhu ne ɔmo yɛ nyɛ sɛ ɔmo nya adeɛ ɔmo yɛ adeɛ paa nti Ghana dwa yaba si ɛbɛboa saa nkurɔfoɔ wɔ nyinaa na ɔmo atumi agyina ɔmo nan so na mpɛmpɛnso a ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo adwuma no duru no ɔmo akɔduru hɔ
nti Ghana dwa sɛ no hwan ne hwan nomfoɔ na ɔmo bɛtumi aba bɛ join ne wo program yi
okay Ghana dwa yɛbie yɛ pono de ama obiara yɛnyɛ yiyi mu
kɛseɛ o ketewa o
enti na mdi kan ka sɛ yɛaba sɛ yɛbɛboa obiara enti sɛ w'adwuma no yɛ ketewa no enti ne yɛaba sɛ yɛbɛboa wo na wode adu mpɛmpɛnso anaasɛ mu apagya mpanyinfoɔ ka asɛm bi sɛ ɛpokura nsuo togum nti sɛ ɛyɛ kɛseɛ o kɛseɛ nso yɛbɛboa ne yɛabɔ ho dawuro ama ba sɛ ɛyɛ ketewa nti yɛbɛhyɛ sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ ne yɛapagya mu ama yɛbɛboa abɔ ho dawuro na yɛapagya wɔn nti nketewa ne akɛseɛ nyinaa yɛbie yɛ pono de ama obiara
na abena ɛnɛ mmerɛ mu a social media abɛyi a obiara de ne product ne service ɛkɔgu social media so adɛn nti na because of Ghana like oh my god save me in the tree wait basically the question is in the influx of social media why do you think people should come and join Ghana
okay nice question me pesa o me ba be join Ghana because modern Ghana ya ye way you obiara na e social media so but eno so ye because yen so after say ye bo we show ni so ye san e de to ye media platforms ni so tin be ya omo use no omo so omo be hu Ghana dwa ye mfare bai enti eno na nkyere say social media no enye eye but ye wo ye wo TV so say na be ya omo ni access to social media no omo be hu and I quite remember say you could try promo be said this week na ye kwaya no na nipa ne customer twem na o say say de money ska o Adwa TV na mo ye mo bɔ mo nyuma ho doro o say ye nko social media ye nde ye be companyfo na nkasa and o che say waje atum e ma nipa enya ahotoso e TV ne so say ti say ye fan say FDA for ye aduane na product bi ho advert no hu o TV so because say FDA for aje atum de den eye nti sanso no so say say ye bo TV so ma mansan nyina ehwe de a ena na che say ya aje atum eye nti na ye so ye pɛ say ye mbɔ ho doro o TV so ene ye social media platforms ebeboy
Yatia, na sini awano atia o kasi. We are very sure says we business bia na obi o wa abonten we business bia or the brewa e kwan ben so na obetumi afa de ne samples ana ne nyoma brewa obebo ho dero atwe.
Oh, okay. About sa obetumi afollow yen wo ana so obetumi ahwehwe yen wo all the social media platforms. Okona obo Adwa TV Ghana, to say Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Adwa TV Ghana. Obetumi agya yen message. Obetumi so afre yen numbers and say, "O ma me ho kwan se me fan to dwa."
Oh, yes, why not?
Okay, so obetumi afre yen marketing team no 0591 557789 and na 0551624076 na oni edi nkomo. Open so obetumi aba yen office. Ye be post office no e wa Accra and as a Bank of Ghana ye ne no na edi nhwe ni mo betimi abayen office say na oni abedi nkomo ni a kire won hyehyɛ ya ahodo a ye wa ye betimi amana boa odwuma na amana tumpon se ne awo pese enko no
yate amana yen kasem ho
kasem de nye problem money no be problem
nti obi pese obe join Ghana dwa. What are the financial commitments I was any panier to join?
Okay, this month and customer yeah promotion. Free adverts, free edema, yen customers into also pa betimi abano aba beka ho na aside then also your packages be brave. Yeah, one year opese umbra interview. Say you betwa advert na we ni betwa say program A, program B, you bebo advert time say.
Okay.
Nti ya no so wo ho no ubetua na kakra enju sika kese bia sika kuma bi
sika kuma
shoelace sika ketua bi ne de be ma na wetua nti utua opa beba ha se ni aye interview week bia na ye san so ball no man ho da rope na se ye advert ama na say wo be interview nti na etwa bibia so ye be so aton no ma pa no e de ama na wo pe so na say wo mpe interview no so e no so ye wo hihye ya ye no be kwa ye be tell say time say ye be bo ho da rope bia
Yate Abna mamema a few minutes na bo Ghana dwa ho dero e chere amansan.
Okay. me say de bia masema ya meka wo Ghana Gya adwumadi so say ye bie ye pono de ama obia na afa nso so Ghana Gya ya ba say ye de dwadie eto awo wo pono ano ni amadwadie nso ayefo de ama wo enti say wo achichi ni bench ye numbers ya na say in social media platforms no so obetimi ni atwetwe nkomo na kwan apese ye mboa so ye mfa so mboa o ma onuma enkoyi no ya fa so ni aboa se na be ya bibia enti ni auton bia real estate fo na say den na wo ya apese ye mohu da roma amansan enhu se na bi kan say ebi wo ho mo bo mo ho de but mo ni nu akiri Adwa TV ye wo ho se e be ma o platform ni ama oni akwa akiri na afie ni auton bia nso so no ama wiase nyina ehu na omo ne wadidwa na wasan so nya mfaso kese because Adwa TV ye were digital aside that no krompo your 40 million followers e wo Facebook nya dey yes intini 40,000 we sorry 40,000 intini no so ka ho betimi aboa ama owo eni nyina akọ wanim ti ye fro bia say omo bra na omo ne enwedidwa
Edasirere abna wano tepa I was say maybe me tree doctorate bi wo ho and I was say mama
oh bra
because me tree no Olympic one side na me person me bisa asem ba could be just before we go I reckon say Ghana Gya no tree kasa and I can kasa na yan shadanti tree yebending
oh enti na yesi Ghana Gya tree ni ka Ghana yen kasa
okay
enti ye yenyi mu yenyi bi nsi nchen kasa ye tree kasa enti ebi atwi fo nkwa na me Ghana Gya
Ghana Gya ye na ye dia
ya ansa wo bi
ye da sipi abna Ghana Gya o Ghana Gya
ye ka Ghana Gya ayefo de amamu Ghana Gya e se kutu se bam e wo Adwa TV so
interesting and that was Abna Rekwa on Ghana Gya. Before we wrap up the show, there are a few birthdays I would love to mention. Our first one goes to Lillian Nkunim Amoadako. Lillian Nkunim Amoadako. May your world be filled with happiness, laughter, and love from your auntie, Mercy of Adwa TV's newsroom, and from your parents, Mr. and Mrs. Amwa. Another birthday wish coming up. Okay. Right. There's another birthday wish coming up for Dennis Amanote Nati and Desmond Nati. I keep forgetting Desmond's middle name. But these are my brothers who sadly do not take pictures. I want to take this opportunity to wish them a happy birthday and I wish them all the world's goodness. Pray that the Lord God directs their path and everything that they wish for themselves will come to pass. We have another one. This one is to Asafuanye Kotechu. I hope I'm mentioning that right. Asafuanye Kotechu Afrasumanso the first. God bless you and cause you to excel abundantly. This is from Emmanuel of Adwa TV. At this moment, we wrap up the show. We want to say a big thank you to all of our guests who have showed up on the set today, to a technical team, to everybody that has made this production a success. We want to say a big, big, big thank you. And this has been the holiday edition of the AM Ghana show. My name is Kiki, and do have a lovely day. Thank you.